If you're flushing money down the drain on Facebook ads, this video is for you because I'm going to be teaching you the 5 biggest mistakes that are costing you conversion and making your ad spend completely disappear. I know that many marketing agencies that you might be working with are writing your ads and running them for you. You look at reports from a distance and you wonder why you're getting so many impressions and very few people click, but you're just not getting leads. It's likely due to the mistakes that I'll be showing you in actual Facebook ads that are running by your competitors right now in this video. I am so excited to dive into this because with just a few tweaks that I'll be sharing with you, you're going to turn your failing Facebook ads into winning lead sources with just a few tweaks that the agency that you hired might not even be doing. Now let's jump in. Let's jump right in to actual Facebook ads that roofing companies are running right now. I'm going to be teaching you the top 5 mistakes that they're making. But before I do, I just want you to know, we're blurring out the names of these companies because I'm not here to make fun of anyone or put anyone on the chopping block. I'm making this video to empower you to take control of your marketing and your advertising, to help you become the GC, general contractor of your marketing. Now, you may still continue to use your different vendors, but this way you can call the shots, who to call in, why, if things aren't sticking to budget, why and how to fix it. And it give you enough information to run circles around some of the agencies that might be running your ads for you. So I'll be breaking down these top 5 mistakes, and by implementing what you learn, which is, by the way, directly out of my marketing control system. This is a framework that I developed. I, in fact, ran a 2-day workshop for the members of RSRA running through this, and I'm doing a lot of work in our community on it. And right before we jump in, you might be wondering, why are you qualified, Adam, to be teaching me anything about marketing? Well, people know me as the sales training guy for one reason. I'm a great marketer, and I spent 5 years as a direct sales consultant and copywriter, essentially being a sales hitman for hire, where people hired me, spent a lot of money with me for me to write their ads, write their landing pages, write their emails, write their offers, write their video sales letters, and then train the sales team to convert those sales. So my unique ability was marrying sales and marketing. I worked with one of Oprah's top 50 most influential women, one of the fastest growing financial technology companies in America right now, among some famous authors and more. I've signed NDAs. It's the only reason I'm not sharing their private information. So I'm going to take that knowledge. I'm going to share it with you right now to help you fix your Facebook ads for good. Now let's jump in. Now let's hit mistake number 1. Mistake number 1 is that roofing companies often in their ads, which I'll show you, don't have a hook. Now when you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, the first few lines of your ad copy, that's the text in the ad, need to jump off the page and grab their attention. Who is it for and why should they pay attention? Let's look at this one right now. The opening line, no matter the project, blank company has you covered. Is that a strong hook? Yes or no? Yeah, you can see it's not. And drop a comment below with any of your feedback about these ads. Now, the next one, let's look at this ad by this roofing company on the far left. Replacing your roof doesn't have to be a headache. Good hook or bad hook? Now for this one, I'd say it's a pretty good hook because it calls out the exact audience, replacing your roof, meaning someone that might replace their roof. And they're speaking to a very specific audience of people that say, that people who have hired a roofer in the past and had a terrible experience. Those people, it's a very specific segment of the market. Have you gone through the roof replacement process and you hated it? We're the hero in the fix. Really, really good hook. Now, if I move over to their next 2 ads, this one says tile, shingle, metal, or storm damage. Is that a good hook? No, not a good hook in my opinion. And the next one here, Tampa's homes deserve the best. The best what? So again, most of the ads are lacking a hook. So that's mistake number 1. And we can even rip through a few more. And there's some good things on some of these ads, by the way, which I'll highlight as we go through. But storms just rolled through and your roof might have taken a hit. No one says hey, by the way, you might have this. It's you do or you don't. There's no, the hook, storms just rolled through, duh. Your roof might be damaged. Well, if it might be, then why do I care? I don't know. It's a weak hook. What do you think? Now, again, let's look at another one. Your neighbors are getting new roofs for as low as $7,999. But how? Well, is that a good hook or a bad hook? You can ask yourself. And one of the things that I am not a huge fan of on hooks that lead with financial offers, different than financing, but discounts, usually get discount buyers. So this hook that your neighbors are getting new roofs, like the psychology of it, FOMO, the neighbors are missing out, it's calling out who's getting a new roof. This ad might be performing pretty well, although I'm wondering the quality of the type of leads that they're getting from this ad. All right, and then we're gonna go into this one. Here, let's look at the center ad. Orlando homeowners, blank roofing can now replace your roof with 0 down, 0 interest for 12 months. So again, strong hook, I don't know. They call it a flag where they're calling out the audience, Orlando homeowners, right? They're calling out homeowners and not renters. But there's a more artful way to do this, and we saw this in the previous ad that was great. Replacing your roof doesn't have to be a headache. They're calling out the audience without being like, attention Orlando homeowners. And people are just like bombarded by ads that say that. All right. So again, here's another one. Experienced unparalleled peace of mind with blank roofing and solar. I don't know about you, but that hook, like, I don't even know how I would define unparalleled peace of mind. Would you? Like, am I scrolling through like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to have unparalleled peace of mind. And again, I'm over dramatizing this for you to see the point that like that opening line should grab them by the throat and say, this is who this ad is for and why they should pay attention. And another one, this is really common, like so-and-so area, hail alert. But again, this hook, it gets, well, we'll get there. You can see that we're not hitting home runs quite yet. Another one that's personalized, we're getting somewhere. Hey, South Carolina homeowners, I'm blank, the owner of blank. And you could say roofing runs in my veins. So again, I really like the hey, like it personalizes it. But again, is this a strong hook? No, it's not. Now, a strong hook is going to capture the reader and tell them why they should pay attention. Okay. My favorite one on this list, replacing your roof doesn't have to be a headache. Here's another one. Tired of roofers at your door. And by the way, I know we do door-to-door sales. I'm tugging on heartstrings on problems that homeowners are talking about. I really like the headache one. Or imagine a roofer that actually did what they say they were going to do. Now, anyone that reads, imagine a roofer who actually does what they say they're going to do, that hook is going to speak to someone who may or may not need a roof replacement, but at least owns a house. They're going to say, hey, yeah, freaking roofers, man. Yeah, I see that. Imagine if they actually fell through. So that's a strong hook. It should jump off the page and be like, here's who this is for, okay? Now, I could do an entire training on hooks, but I'm going to give you a little formula to follow. A strong hook should, number one, speak to the desires of the prospect or their pain and problem. So example, the desire would be affordability. Get your roof replaced with 0 down, 0 payments for 12 months, cutting right to the chase. That's a desire, okay? Or find out how much your roof should actually cost, okay? Because again, people are getting estimates. They want to know, what should my roof cost? Well, I'm going to lead with that as my hook. What should your roof actually cost? By using the word actually, I'm implying that someone might be working something funny on them. So that's your desire, again, or your problem. Tired of roofers kicking down your door. Tired of all the out-of-town roofers in your neighborhood. That, again, is a problem. So you have what they want, what they don't want. And the pro tip is to speak to someone's identity or belief structure. And their belief structure might mean that, maybe they don't love roofers. They haven't had great experiences with roofers. All right, now let's move on to number 2. Is many roofers, in fact, I'd go so far as to say most roofers are writing ads or their agency that is all about them. Basically saying, from the rooftops, I am the best roofer of all the land, and I've been doing this for 30 years. And the golden rule in marketing is that no one cares about you. Yet these ads are all about me. But what your prospects are thinking is, what's in it for me? So at the end of the day, your ads should actually put your homeowner at the center of the story and make it about them. I'll give you an example. Are you tired of roofers kicking down your door? That's your hook, making it all about them, right? What you want is fast, reliable service from someone you can trust and who isn't going to use high pressure sales tactics, okay? Then you can mention your company and say, hey, we've been rated 4.8 stars because of our fast, friendly service and open communication. Most all of our 5-star reviews mention quote unquote professionalism and loved the experience. Find out how much your roof should actually cost to replace and take advantage of our 0 down, 0 payments for 12 months offer. But hurry, offer ends at the end of the month. And I just pulled this out of thin air, by the way, as an example to make it all about the homeowner. I'm telling the story about them. But meanwhile, ads like this that say, no matter what the project, our roofing company has you covered. With over 30 years of experience, we have assembled the most reputable, dependable, quality-driven, and award-winning roofing, siding, and windows team. We believe every homeowner deserves not just a one-of-a-kind. Like, this is all about them until the final sentence saying what they believe about homeowners. Another one, again, this one's pretty decent, but let's look at the center one. With over 30 years in Central Florida, a team bringing more than 100 years of combined roofing experience, blah, 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 unmatched expertise. It's all about us. And what we need to do instead is make it all about them. And you'll see this being repeated in many, many ads over and over again. Now, this one doesn't. It says, if you're like most homeowners, you know that taking care of that damage can drain your energy and your wallet, and most importantly, your time. I love it. They're making it about the homeowner. Now, let's move on to number 3. And by the way, you'll see this let's pull up another ad. Yeah. As a licensed roofing and solar expert in South Florida, we guarantee our clients top-notch security and seamless solutions. So this one's okay. It's not that strong. I think we'd agree it's not that strong, but it's really not about the homeowner. Okay. So again, your key takeaway, make it all about the homeowner, what they want, what they're afraid of, and speak to their identity and their beliefs. Again, the identity piece would be like, your home represents who you are to the neighborhood. That's the identity, the beliefs. Contractors are terrible. Don't follow through and don't do what they say they're going to do. All right. Number 3, a huge mistake people make is that their ads are generic. I'm going to pull up 2 that fit this bill of being generic. Meaning, if I scrolled through and looked through multiple companies' ads on Facebook, I would see ads that are all the same in this formula. And then again, this one is one, and then I'll show you another one. It says, storms just rolled through. Your roof may have taken a hit. Don't wait for leaks or damage. You might qualify for a full roof replacement covered by insurance. Get your free inspection today. So again, super generic. This says nothing unique about the company, unique about the service, what their ideal homeowner wants, what they're really good at. Is it identifying if there's damage, working claims that were partially paid for, denials, helping homeowners through the process, fast, friendly service, right? This is what will make your ad stand out from everybody else. Now, on the upside, just a little plug, I love the personalized video in here. This is actually one of the best ads because when you're scrolling through your news feed, people are used to seeing someone on selfie mode. And in like this one on the right, below my head, right there, this just screams, I'm an advertisement, which is what a lot of people do. And then again, another one that kind of uses that blending into the noise. Where'd we go? Here we go. Like warning, like the alarm bells, hail alert, storm damage alert. This is what I'm trying to choose my words wisely because I don't want to come across as being condescending. I'll say it's like the C-level, like generic, I took a marketing course and I'm trying to like capture people's attention. If someone goes into their mailbox, a homeowner goes into their mailbox, all they will find is postcards that are like, hail alert, storm damage alert, hail affected your area, call for free inspection. So this just gets drowned in the noise, and that's what I mean by generic. So instead, bring personality. In one of the ads, let's get to it. Where was it here? It was this one. I love the direction that this gentleman was trying to take. I don't think it was executed at the level that it could be, but it's personal. There's personality and intimacy. So to fix generic, bring in personality. Bring in your culture, bring in your heart and care for the customer experience and what they're going through. And I love these like, hey, I'm the owner here and I've been hands-on. Now, the problem is this is written all about them. And I would, again, just make this personal and about the customer all in one. Another really good ad here was the one with the selfie video. This is personal and intimate. So that's number 3. Don't do generic ads. If you think that other roofing companies are running the same thing, when they zig, you gotta zag. Now, this is a perfect time for an interlude. If you are on Facebook and you want to see what people are running in roofing, you can Google the Facebook ads library and click search ads. It'll bring you to this page. I'm going to select ads in the United States, and then I'm going to select all ads, and I can just type in the word roofing. And what you'll see when this pops up, and by the way, I'm not blurring this because I'm not going to be critiquing any of these, but this will literally show you all of the ads that are running on roofing currently on Facebook. You will be able to see what people, like this is funny, they copy pasted and it even says headline. So they never, whoever's running their ads never removed the word headline from their like copy paste ad as they were writing it, because it may have been done via ChatGPT or something. I don't know, but you can actually see like what are people running, what images are they using. This is I'm gonna hope, monsoon season, so these guys are probably in Arizona or something. Okay, this one they're running for hiring ads, but you'll get a big idea. So when someone zigs, they zag. I'm not sharing this with you as a way for you to start hijacking what other people are doing. In fact, quite the opposite, for you to be able to see what people are doing and be like, hey, I like a little of this, I like a little of that. When they do this, I'm going to do that. Okay. Now, again, just another example on, let's see, like a picture of their billboard. I just want to ask you, do you think that's the most effective image on your ad? I don't know. Their data will tell me. My prediction is it's not. But anyway, just some really good resources for you to see what's working, what your ad competitors are using. It might not necessarily mean what's working. Okay, let's get back to number 4, which is what I call fake or weak fear. Now, in marketing, people take action to either seek pleasure or avoid pain. And for many roofers, they'll use things like, don't wait for leaks or damage to get worse. This, in my opinion, is more often than not insincere and fake. In fact, I had a company hire me and I didn't continue working with them because I listened to their calls. I was brought in as a consultant. This was years ago. And I just bowed out of the relationship. It wasn't the kind of process I wanted to be part of. But their phone calls were so gimmicky, like, oh yeah, if you don't get your hail damage, then leaks will happen and then your house will mold and your kids are going to get sick. And it's like, how many leaks can you actually attribute to hail damage? Not a lot. Hail damage does destroy roofs, but it's different than wind damage. And for many homeowners, like, don't wait for leaks or this, like, make it sincere. Fear is a powerful part of marketing, but it has to be sincere and authentic. Saying things like, hey, Mr. Homeowner, hurry, the price of roofing shingles is set to go up yet again next month. That's legit fear, right? Or next quarter or whatever it is, because we've seen price increases. Or, hey, if you don't get, let's say you're working a storm, if you don't get this taken care of by the storm date, your chances of getting it covered by the insurance go to 0. That's legit fear, okay? Now, avoid the generic stuff like hurry, don't let it get worse, okay? Use some authenticity and make it real. All right, now, number 5, this is the biggest mistake that I see, and that is sending traffic to the wrong place. There's two main ways that you can convert your traffic from Facebook ads. Number 1 is using the native forms within Meta. You'll have some people tell you it's great, others say it's garbage. My direct experience, and by the way, things are going to vary from different people, so don't take my word as gospel. I just share what worked for me, and what ultimately matters is that you test this for yourself. But what I have found is that in using Facebook ads, their native platform, people haven't changed their email address since they got an account in 2008. So when they click through it, there's no intention behind it. It's just too easy to click through. You end up with a lot of unqualified leads and a very difficult time making contact with those leads. Now, the mistake people make is they're running traffic to their website. They're like, just run the ad to our website. No. A website is not the place that you want your ad to convert. Where you want it to convert is on a landing page. A landing page is a concept that was designed by a brilliant marketer named Dean Jackson. And Dean Jackson, I'm fortunate enough to be in a mastermind and learn directly from him. Dean had created the idea of a squeeze page where you have 2 choices: enter your information or leave. And you should have a dedicated page that is designed to convert at the highest possible rate, where you're paying for eyeballs on that page to convert that traffic. Now, I have done an entire training on this inside the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance. I have my marketing control system, which is right here. Here's a snippet of it, by the way, in this copy crash course, which we're going to end this video going through in just a moment. But my point is that without the right conversion strategy in place, you are doomed to fail on Facebook. So now we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to take everything that you've learned and give you an action plan to get your ads converting and getting you leads and making you money. Let's bring this home so you can run circles around the ad agency or marketing agency that's working for you. What you're going to do now with this information is go to your Facebook ads that you're running at the moment and look at them and ask yourself, do I have a strong hook? 2, is the ad all about them or all about me? 3, do my ads have personality and intimacy? Speaking of how unique your company is and how you do business, so they get a feel for the friendly service that you provide. And then number 4, are you creating legitimate concern, giving people a reason to take action right now? By the way, in my marketing control system, which you're going to be looking at here in just a moment, that's what I call the law of action, giving people a reason to do it now and not delay. And then to ask yourself, after you click on that ad and you see where you're sending traffic, is that set up to convert eyeballs into leads? Or are you sending them on the website where they're all going to get lost? Now, let's turn our attention right here. I'm going to give you a lightning fast copy crash course so you know exactly what should be in your ads. Let's jump in. All right, what you're looking at is a brief teaser preview of my marketing control system, which is exclusively available to members of RSRA. This is some of the marketing work we're doing. Now, all of your websites, landing pages, and ads should speak, as I shared before, to your prospects' desires, identity, and beliefs. Now, ask yourself, does the ad specifically state who this is for and who it's not for? So if it doesn't, that's something that you need to fix, or otherwise you're going to get junk leads. The pain and the problem. This is what we talked about before. Do you have fake fear or real fear? Are you addressing the homeowner's pre-existing concept or thoughts and ideas about roofers? If you're in like Dallas, Texas, for example, and they're tired of roofers on every corner and they think that we're like flies on you-know-what, like speak to that. Okay? Your offer. This is why someone should reach out. Are you giving them a compelling offer? Or are you like everyone else just saying free estimate? Or instead, are you saying, hey, free roof assessment and photo video report, or free lifespan assessment, or get an instant estimate so they can find out now if you're using an instant estimating tool or Roofle or something. Now, the next one is your proof. Why should someone believe you? Proof can be a combination. This is one of my formulas: promise, claim, proof. You make a promise of the service, which again, I'll give you an example. Instant estimates, find out how much your roof will be instantly. Claim, claim would be and experience the fastest, friendliest service of anyone in blank area. And then proof would be, see, I can back this up. Here's the 5-star review that Peggy left us, and then the quote from Peggy. This is other things like your credibility boosters, authority, endorsements. Members of RSRA are including, the logo, a proud member of RSRA, things like that. Okay. Risk reversal. This is removing people's fear of reaching out. And one thing that people are afraid of whenever they fill out an online form is getting bombarded. So you can even say, no, we won't spam you. Convenience. Are you running your appointments 24/7 or 7 days a week or not? Do you have weekend availability? Believe it or not, this level of convenience, and I actually proved this doing cosmetic dentistry lead generation, was a very significant component for ads because people needed to know, hey, you know what? I can get an appointment on the weekend or after hours when most people are have their offices closed. And then urgency. Again, this is giving someone a reason to act now. So now you can put these glasses on as a lens and say, hey, I'm going to look through my ads and ask myself, are my ads doing really well or are they not? And if they're not, this is probably why. Now, if you want to figure out how to stop wasting money on ads, because you may have done that in the past, lighting money on fire, jump into this next video because I'm going to teach you literally the only 4 ways to get leads.